Hello, hello. Let's actually bump that down a little. But yeah, hello. How are you doing today? Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Holocure, which is the Hololive fan game that's similar to Vampire Survivors. I actually only got into it a few days ago, but it's a ton of fun. Really, really well made, both gameplay wise and like the background music and everything else. Yeah, I haven't been on stream in a little bit here. I better look over and make sure, my audio is actually coming through and everything, which we seem to be good on. But yeah, I haven't streamed that much recently. I know I made a post about how, work got super busy for a while there. And that is mostly slowed down now, so I hope to be able to stream a little bit more often. It still probably won't be every day or even every weekday like before, but I hope to be able to stream at least a couple days a week. Yeah, anyway, let's hop into the gameplay a bit, because I know this game, it can be done a bit more in the background, let's see. And I have beat every level except for this stage 3 hard before, so we're gonna try this one. But no, what I was saying was you can really talk in the background while playing this quite easily, because like Vampire Survivors, a lot of it is just running around and you have to try to survive up to 20 minutes. And let's try and kite people around a bit here. Oh, interesting. So saplings are already dropping, so we must have started with that already leveled up. Unfortunate on the stamp there, it doesn't really do much. Ooh, this is an interesting choice. I think I'll go with the anvil, the double upgrade on the anvil. From what I've learned playing this game quite a bit here, is that it's really important to either get like level up boosts or like anvil boosts, because they can act as the same way. Ooh, and we instantly got an anvil drop. That's really good. My pathing there was kind of bad though. We aren't really at much risk here at the very start. Okay, there's study glasses, which I think I actually will pick up. Because as I said, we really want some like level up boosting or anvil drop rate boosting options here. I think the best options are either this double upgrade thing we have now, or there's like a lab coat that will slowly get you XP. But as you can see, we can use the anvil to upgrade our ability as though we had leveled up. I might be a little bit rusty because I haven't played this in a few days. But yeah, another reason I really wanted to stream... Oh, we're going to pick up the sake because it can turn into a really strong late game item. So we're going to grab that. So now we want to look out for, I think, the water and the glow stick. Glow stick. Let's double check just to make sure here. So one nice thing is if you have gotten item fusions before, they will show up on this side menu. Let's turn that volume up a bit more again. The music in this game is super good. Let me hear it on the other side. Yeah, that's fine. That should be the right level. But yeah, over here, you can look through and see stuff you have already merged before. So what we're looking for is this one. That's what I want to make. So yeah, we want the glow stick is the option that we're trying to pick up. And next up, we're looking for the water. But yeah, if you are not a, like, close Hololive fan, everything in this game is, like, a reference to one of their talents and one of their creators. Nice. We got our weapon up to max level. That should help a ton. Now it, like, hones in on enemies and does a much better job at clearing waves. Yeah, they have the playable characters. This one is Fauna, which is one of the VTubers that I happen to follow the closest. Big fan of her content. And then, honestly, I'm not certain who we're being attacked by right now. The squirrels would be the fans, I assume, of Risu, who's a Japanese Hololive talent. But these stitched ones, I'm not sure of, actually. I don't think it would be Holly's fans. Could it be? Yeah, it probably is, right? Because, Risu is... Actually, Risu's ID, right? I feel bad. I already screwed up on, describing one of them, which is wild. But yeah, there's just tons of different little references to all the characters. This background music even is like a remix of the Hololive English Myths Halloween release song. Just super cool. Yeah, another part of the reason I wanted to stream today... Anything good here? Oh, we want that speed and haste so much. Just being able to kite these enemies as they get super fast is very important. But yeah, so today, one of the VTubers that I followed the closest for quite some time, Vesper, oh goodness, I am perishing. I did not think that that would be so deadly. Okay, we got the other item we were looking for. So now we just need to level up, and then we'll be able to merge everything. But yeah, one of the Hololive talents that I follow the closest and admire the most, Vesper, they ended up announcing his graduation from the company. If you don't follow VTubers, like corporate VTubers, that closely, that just means they won't be producing content under that name anymore, or as like part of the company. This is very scary. I need to get the, okay, we got the shield up and we can start healing. So we should have much better survivability now. Hello, Fallen. How's it going for you? Been a while, mostly because I have not been streaming. Hope you're having a good day. I don't really care for this item, so we can eliminate it so it doesn't keep taking up spots in the drop list. It can be really good to curate your drop list early so that you can, you know, prioritize things you actually want to see. If you have played Vampire Survivors, like I said, a lot of this game is like inspired by that, and you can have like similar sorts of strategy. You don't want to pick up a bunch of new weapons until you max out what you have usually, because just the way stuff scales. Oh, nice. That's super exciting. I'm glad for you, buddy. Let's see, and we're going to focus on upgrading the water. Oh, I accidentally used my special. That is not great. So, upon a special, it just does a giant tree with, like, an invulnerable and healing zone. So she can be really good for trying to survive. Oh, wow, we already got this to max, so we will be getting the combine option any moment now. Okay, there's the golden anvil. So if we use that, we will combine our current weapons into a more powerful one. Honestly, I might want to wait until I see a normal anvil, because I forgot to enhance the one weapon before anything changed. Ah, there it is, normal anvil as well. Yeah, this game's a bunch of fun though. Like I said, I'm already really into Vtubers, especially Hololive. So the fact that everything is themed around those creators, I just love seeing them in game, and this is fan made, which is wild because the production value is incredibly high. I prefer it over like the original Vampire Survivors. Just everything, there's so much care in it. It's so cool. But okay, this is what I was saying. I can enchant this weapon. Like our glow sticks here already have a plus damage enchantment. So if we enchant this water, now it's like we got a size enchantment. So that weapon now covers a larger part of the screen. And when we combine these weapons into the super version, the collab version here, it will actually retain both of those enchantments. So as you see here, you get size and damage up. So the big thing now is we want to level as much as possible, because if we get up to level 50, this weapon and that item I picked up earlier can become a super collab, as they call it, which is just an even stronger version of the weapon. You know, let's just upgrade that, get more experience. Let's use, actually, this does nothing, so we'll swap out the weapon reversal. And this is our only stamp that I feel actually has a big effect right now. And it's like a debuff option. The stamps just attach to your main weapon and give them like bonus effects. So you can get some really good things off that. We don't really have to be aiming our weapon anymore because we no longer have a directional weapon available to us. There's another stamp there I didn't notice. Okay, what weapon do we even want to focus into now? Yeah. And I don't really want to use that anvil until I get like an item that I'm feeling like more pressured to upgrade. Yeah, I think we might pick up the sausage, because that plus Coco's weapon can be like really powerful, I feel like. So yeah, we're gonna grab this. Yeah, of course you're gonna be seeing just a bunch of us running in circles. The classic. Any game of this sort, yeah, you really often end up doing this just to kite. Ooh, I should have enchanted. Oh no. I keep accidentally pressing that. Okay, we got this enchanted. It's now a lower cooldown. That should be helpful for later. So we now have the max level sausage. Very powerful. And ooh, there we go. I think we'll go with reduced attack time over... Yeah, let's swap out the crowbar, because I don't think our weapon really has that much of a knockback effect. And we really want to make sure not to use our special here, because when big enemies start showing up, like big bosses, we want that extra safety. There we go. That's the other weapon I was looking for the merge. Swap this out and strengthen this, because I think we want more area of effect. Yeah. So anyway, back to other things now that we've kind of stabilized in our gameplay route. Yeah, as I said, I follow Hololive and Holostars, which is like their male branch, very closely. At least they're English ones. I follow those. And yeah, today it was very sad to hear that Noir Vesper and Magni Desmond graduated from Holostars, so they won't be producing content as those Vtubers or as part of that company anymore. Which is really unfortunate, because Vesper, especially to me, was one of the creators I followed the closest in the Vtuber space. Who's an older guy that seemed pretty down to earth. And which just, it was really inspiring to see him as part of Holostars. Because, yeah, it's kind of, you know, the dream to... If I wanted to become part of, like, a big company like that someday, like, seeing Vesper being able to keep up and be a successful creator there was, like, just a big example that felt really nice to see. Okay, should we get the bandage here? I think we do want a lot of survivability. Yeah, let's grab it. I'm hopeful. There we go. Anything else here? We're gonna keep leveling up the Slug type Osakoko. So that we can reach the collab weapon. Yeah, but with Vesper leaving, like, it's sad, because he was a very big inspiration for me in the space. It's one of those things, like, if he's able to be successful in this, like, there's definitely hope for you. Like, don't give up on pursuing your dreams, because they can happen. Let's see, anything else here? Let's go with study classes again. But that was a big part of, yeah, why I liked him so much. He also, his screen time was just perfect for me at being, like, in the middle of my workday. So I'd be able to, you know, have him on in the background almost as a podcast during work. And it was just, yeah, he was a cool, chill guy. I hope he does well, you know, after Holostars. What was that? Oh yeah, it's the shoe button. No! Oh goodness. Thankfully we have a bunch of move speed here. This is a big reason why I wanted this. So that we can evade the big bosses and their attacks more easily. Oh goodness. It's stressful, man. And we're just gonna hope that our attacks here just eventually ambiently deal enough damage to the bosses. That is so scary. One reason I really like Fauna's character in this game, I mean, I mentioned she's one of the ones I follow the closest, so I'm just a general fan, but she also has a very defensive base skill set. Like, she can generate a shield that will tank a hit and heal her every so often. So I really like that sort of skill set. Oh goodness. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Trying to evade the falling rocks. If we end up taking one of these out, it's going to become so much easier to evade everything. Oh, did the Hachima spider die, or no it didn't. I thought I heard a weird noise, like it perishing, but I guess not. Okay, we almost died there. So this is what I'm talking about with this tree being able to protect us here. And thankfully, we were able to deal with the giant Shuba. So this is going to run out in a moment. We're going to want to run away. Okay, what exactly do I want of these? Because it can be really tempting to just pick up whatever. But you often don't want to bloat your build with things that don't directly contribute. Trying to think, is there anything spider cooking really contributes that I would want? Yeah, let's take it and try to combine it with the Ian curse. Let's not take the bomb. Okay, and now we run away to try and pick up all this. Okay, gain a shield. Do I want that as well? Yeah, let's do that. We want to be as defensive as possible. Last time I played this, I ran into issues of just not being able to live long enough. Okay, combining these two into the lightning wiener. Wow. I assume that is some sort of Kiryu Coco reference that I sadly am not up to date on. Okay, CEO's Tears. I don't think we want to take that, honestly. We'll take the other two. And Whisper, this ability is the one I'm talking about that I really like for Fauna. Every 10 seconds you gain 1 stack, and each stack heals over time, and when you take a hit, that gets consumed to negate the attack. So basically, every 10 seconds she gains a shield that lets you tank an extra hit. Also, these saplings on the ground, like they heal you slightly and give you move speed, so that together just... And her special ability to just negate and heal everything. She really is one of the highest survivability characters. Oh, there's a big deadbeat. So I think I said I was looking for Ian Curse as my next weapon. Apart from that, it looks like we've filled out all of our support item slots, which is a little bit unfortunate. We'd like to maybe have a slot open so we could get a super powerful one from a box. You get a small chance of getting a unique extra upgraded item from the delivery boxes. But that's fine. We should be okay. We are currently at level 44, so we're on pretty good pace here. Oh wow. We have multiple... Let's see. Pick that up. Ian's Curse. That's what I was talking about. Very good pace here. Oh. Yeah, we're on pace to hit level 50, which is the big checkpoint we need to upgrade our main weapon to a super collab. And everything else here, we just have the requisite weapons for the most part. Ian's Curse, I think that's... Yeah, everything has enchantments on it. We maybe could have gotten a second one on that weapon, but oh well. We wanted to not really greed at that point. Okay, oh goodness, I'm scared. But the big reason I'm wanting the Ian Curse collab with the cooking is it has a healing spell vamp effect, I believe. So I'm just trying to go for as much survivability as we possibly can. Yeah, so the song, the background song, is a fan remix of their Myth or Treat original song. It was the first generation of Hololive English did a Halloween themed song, that an animation that was really entertaining. But yeah, hearing a remix of it, it's so catchy. I mean, actually, it does tie in to the final boss of this level, which, if you haven't seen it yet, you'll see. But it's very much based on that video and that collab. I mean, this whole level is that, like, Halloween spooky theme, which is neat. Okay, we only need 2 more levels for the super collab. We're doing very well here. I really haven't been scared. Like, there was the one time we had to ult with the Shubengalian, I think, and the Hachima fighter. But that is, I think, the scariest part of this level for the very end of it. So I think we're on pace to do well this time. I mean, we are doing well, but you know. We really won't know until we get to the final boss of the area. If we can handle it or not. It's just so catchy. Pretty Whisper, sure. That many lions scares me, but the fact that we are playing Fauna and we have all these extra shields helped a lot there. Oh, we got it. It's down there. Oh, what did I just pick up? Anyway, so we got the golden hammer, so now we just have to wait for the golden anvil to show up again. Any moment. I am suddenly under attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we are under attack. I really want to pick up that item there, but we're doing a good job of defending it. Yoink. Yeah, we'll take the axe. Like, we finished upgrading our current weapons anyway, so we can work our way into the next one. I think I recall there was a couple decent options with the axe, so... Oh, there we go. So now we can combine the flower sake with the sake for Uber Sake Snow Queen, which is just a big AoE freezing effect that just always pulsates out from us. Really strong effect. And here's another golden anvil. For the Eldritch Horror, summon unknown horrors. May lifesteal up to 5% HP from targets defeated in the whirlpool. Do you see that giant whirlpool right there? Yeah, that's the Eldritch Horror. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about with that is, like, I don't know how much it blocks the little red AoE effects on the ground. Hopefully not much. But, like, too many particles can sometimes feel like it's making it harder to dodge things, so you just want to be aware of that. Nope, looks like we can see this red pretty well there. I am so spooked. There's so many things here. Ooh, yeah, let's go for the revive. Yeah, let's go for the revive. That's a good option. Because I don't think we're going to be particularly challenged here until towards the end. Ooh. When I've tried it before, I didn't much like the cold stamp. But with the nature of the final boss of this level, I think I kind of want it. So let's actually swap these out and strengthen... Okay, it only strengthens the damage there, so let's strengthen the bomb first. Slowing the targets. I think we care more about the freezing the target, so... But yeah, let's check real quick exactly what we want to combine with the axe. I think we want to combine it with the music note if we can. Otherwise, backup is the BL. Hooks. Yeah, we're feeling quite strong here. Like, we're on pace to have a max build at the end, which is good. Very good. So actually, with 2.5 minutes left, maybe not. Maybe we can't finish this final extra weapon. I think it'll depend on how many anvils we end up seeing drop. Which I have noticed just can vary a lot. But yeah, I feel like our build is like pretty well suited to deal with these final boss sort of things. I do want to prioritize the revives next, I think. I want to make sure I have as many of those as I possibly can. Really good that we got an anvil drop here. Here's the... Okay, well. Goodness, it's so hard to get in there. There we go. Kill song is enhanced. Let's just upgrade the feather, because that's the most important thing here, I think, is just making sure we get as many revives for the final fight as possible. And the next focus is maxing out those 2 weapons. To try and get one more collab. It's going to be close. It's really going to be close. You're back, had to take some medicine? Okay, welcome back, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm just gaming. We're doing really well this run. The bosses are about to appear here in a few moments. So I can't remember if Vampire Survivors, I thought Vampire Survivors goes to 30 minutes. I could be wrong though. It might only be 20 as well. But yeah, at 20 minutes, the final boss of this level will appear. We just desperately have to try and win. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be leveling up much more here, though. Let's try to get as many of our defensive abilities leveled up. What did I just hear? Is that an anvil? That's a stamp. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think I want the move speed out of those, honestly. Because I don't think... Ooh, lifesteal. No. We already have enough of that sort of stuff. We need this crowd control. Can't see. Too many things. Panic. The taco army. Oh goodness. Run through them. Oh gosh. Please. Okay, we have 5 more seconds until the bosses. Dodge, keep dodging. Maintain the extra shields. Okay, and here we go. All of English myth. Their Halloween forms. Kite them, kite them. So yeah, you can kind of see just how hard it is to evade 5 different enemies, like bosses at the same time. Oh gosh, and so many particles on screen. Please, I beg of you. I am zooming though, that is helping a lot. I think all the extra move speed we got was huge here. Because I think one of them had a movement slowing effect. Be ready to mash that ability button if we drop below like 50% HP. And we do have 3 revives, so... Us having such a safe build here, I think we can outlast this. Oh goodness. Yeah, so this is them in all their little Halloween costumes from their original Myth or Treat collab. Really cool. Over there, so Ami's just dressed up as a pumpkin. Very powerful. Allie's like a nurse, I think. Gura's a dinosaur. I do love the models they use for all this stuff. I think it was Wolfie was the one that made the designs. Which, I do love how well, like, some of those initially fan creations became a part of Hololive lore. Because I think art was made by like Wolfie and Ephone Boy. Might have done animation and made the models. I'm struggling to remember. It's been a while ago. But yeah, I believe the Myth Girls like commissioned the artists to make actual models for them for the big Halloween event they had, and the song as well. They had a big music video with all of them. It was really cool, and we are actually winning this. Like, it's not even close. Like, I was really suffering last time I tried this. I think it's because I was like much slower and had less defensive abilities. Wow. Ah, too much experience. Panic. Yeah, we are actually going to win this first try on stream. I have tried it a few times on my own before now, though. And there we go! All out of candy to beat the boss of Stage 3 hard. Let's go. Let's see. I don't know if there is another level beyond that or not. No, that's currently the furthest level. So I assume... Well, the Holocure dev, like... KU, I believe his name is. They just keep adding more and more content. Like, the game's continually been expanded a lot over time. So I assume we'll be getting more, like, at least a hard level of this, and probably more levels beyond in the future. But really cool. I enjoyed that one. And yeah, we won it with Fauna. Very good. Shop. Let's see if we can buy some upgrades. Just here real quick so you can see how much I've played. I have gotten a decent amount of upgrades. Let's get move speed. Move speed's like hugely important, so we'll pick that up. Increase our defense. Increase upgrade chance. But yeah, so we managed to actually conquer that level that was giving me quite a bit of issues. The hard stage 3. As you can see at the bottom, I've cleared most of the levels with Fauna specifically. It looks like we still have a decent amount, so maybe we'll go back to another one of the levels. Let's try a new character. The completionist in me is like, I have to beat every level with Fauna. But then it's like, I'd be beating every level with every character eventually in that mindset. So instead, let's try a character that I haven't played before. I'm trying to remember, I think I left off on Ukami Mio last time. So Okayu would be the next one. Mogu Mogu. She's one of the Japanese talents. I've seen a little bit of her content. She's like friends with Korone, I know. And they're this one's a cat. We had a really good song. What was it? A really catchy song. It's like Mogu Mogu Yummy or something. It's cutesy. For 6 seconds, she's invisible, increased speed. On-boss target's touch will be eaten. Whoa. So she just eats everybody. I guess we'll stay on this level, even though we've now beaten it. We might as well try out the new characters on it. Yeet the Onigiri. Ooh, we get to throw 2 now. I'm a bit scared here. Our DPS does not seem very high. Some characters do start off with weaker weapons and like majorly power spike once the weapon's done upgrading though. How do I die that quickly? That is pathetic. That is laughably bad. Oh goodness. I'll get the nurse's horn. It's a really good sustain item. But after that, we just need to go straight into the weapon upgrades because we need DPS to get experience. Yeah, but we did manage to defeat this level as Fauna, so I'm pretty happy. Happy about that. Oh goodness. Please don't kill me. I'm surprised we're suffering, failing to like even run away. We definitely need move speed. Okay, no move speed items here, so we'll just go double onigiri. goodness. So I think one thing we didn't quite stress enough on Fauna was she did have an ability that I could pick up saplings off the ground, the little like seedlings. And that gave us extra move speed, which was huge to keep us out of this level. Interesting. So she gets food buffs. That's really cool. Makes me want to look out for the Uber Sheep item as well, though. I guess we'll take that for now. It is a move speed buff, which we do want, but it's only temporary, so we're not quite as good as I'd like. Yeah, this is kind of the danger of choosing multiple, like, skills and items. We are not getting the weapon upgrades we want as an option. I probably should have, like, rerolled more. Because we're starting to reach the point where we don't have enough damage to kill everything. That is unfortunate, buddy. Hope you feel better. That's interesting. They can drop other types of food. But again, for now, we just want to get more weapons. This is scary, though. We're, oh, actually, Mogu Mogu time. I'd totally forgotten just how strong her special is, that we can just instantly eat anyone that is not a boss, which is crazy. So that let us clear that wave. I'm trying to think what sort of super collab do we want to go for this game. Probably this one. It gets like you a big healing zone, and it has Uber Sheep along the way, which is something we want with this character. Because anything food related seems strong, or Okayu. Perish! Back off, man. Yeah, anyway, let's see. What else can I talk about here? So, as I said, haven't really streamed in the last couple months just because work has been quite busy. I've talked about it a little bit before that I work at a school in IT. Let's just go find a level of this. Whatever. So yeah, like the start of the year stuff was really busy. So that's a big reason why I wasn't really finding much time to stream. Also, in general, after I streamed for basically half a year, I kind of found out, hey, it's not really getting me anywhere much. So I really should try to make some outside content, like YouTube videos and whatnot, to pull people in. Because I have heard it before that, like, just streaming isn't gonna often get you places. You have to have, like, outside promoting content a little bit. So I do want to make more, like, highlight videos of my streams and whatnot. It was just so busy this summer. So that's just a bit peek behind the curtain, what's going on with me. Pretty excited. I help with my school. They have like an esports team, and I'm the one that helps manage it, so that's also exciting. I'll be starting that up soon. I need to get back into trying Smash Brothers some more, though. Or just other games that they're wanting to play. Because it's kind of hard to, coach them if you aren't skillful at the game yourself. Thankfully, I'm pretty decent at most games. Shocking, I know. Okay, we want spider cooking, because that's what we're trying to get the super collab. But yeah, when they're wanting to do so many games, it can be hard to keep up. And I can't be, like, at a competitive level on every game, sadly. As much as I would like it. Why is everything being slowed? What did I miss? Because enemies being slowed is really a really strong effect. Is it like a... It must have been some of the foods we ate. Because I think one of her abilities was enemies drop foods that give, like, special other effects. Okay, let's just eat everything here. It's such a cool ability, though. Like, you get sustain and wave clear. Oh, no. Did I just overuse it and now I'm stuck in the middle of people and I'll instantly die? Okay, no, we're good. We're good. I need to see if there's, like, somewhere that shows how long the ability will last. Because if I'm in the middle of a crowd when that ends, that would be tragic. I would instantly perish. Yeah, it has to be the, like, extra pickup foods that is slowing people. But yeah, I'm super happy that we got the Researcher's Coat, though. Because it just gives you XP gain for the entirety of the match, really. Okay, this supporter guy with the little purple circle is slowing our move speed. So that's part of the reason you need move speed so bad on these levels. Because you very well might just die. Like we are now. Oh god, no! Special came up at the absolute last second, man. That feels bad. I feel like we could have gotten so much further. Okay, let's go back to the main menu. I do want to get further on a stage with Okayu. So instead, let's switch over to endless mode. Let's just play normal stage. And we're going to go to a bit of a easier level. I like the Hollow Office, is pretty fun. Yeet. Yeet. And most of the characters have like an achievement for, I think usually just for living past 10 minutes as the character. Otherwise, like maybe you have to win a level with them, but I think it was just for living. Most of them it was just for living 10 minutes. Yeah, the lab coat's honestly one of my favorite support items because it just works in the background, gives you XP all the way through. Really good. God, we had such good potential that run. Feels bad. But that also leads into why I like that move speed item so much. Like, being able to kite enemies is a huge deal. Very important. Hopefully we'll be less reliant on it in the future once we continue upgrading the base speed in the upgrade section of the menu. But at this time, like, we kind of need to rely on a character's base abilities like this. This does grant you speed for eating stuff. Yeet. Or picking up that one. The one item was super good. I don't like any of these, man. Let's get rid of the membership. I don't want that showing up in our future ones. I am noticing that I have forgotten to use the eliminate function on the past couple. Definitely something we need to keep in mind. Okay. Halu. No, we're just gonna go with one of the base abilities here. But yeah, you really don't want to split off into too many different things you're picking up, because it'll just eliminate your ability to reach a higher upgrade. Let's get the limiter. This level isn't very hard. Like, normally I wouldn't pick up a limiter, but it makes it like much simpler for us to keep getting XP non-stop. Whew, yeah, I don't know. Today was definitely something, though. As I said, it was rough this morning hearing that Vesper and Magni were graduating from Hololive. Because, yeah, Magni especially, no, Vesper especially was the one that, like, he became the one I had followed the closest and, like, most tuned into his streams live for a while there. the VTuber community, people have their Oshi, or their like favorite pick, the person they follow and support the most. And it's hard for me to really like just say one for that. Like, the person I followed most from the beginning was, you know, my Ina niece. So she's still, you know, close to my heart in that way. But Vesper was rapidly becoming like another person I really liked following, and really enjoyed his content and just his view on life. His crazy stories were so entertaining. That's one of the skills I most wish I had, was the ability to just ramble about whatever story and make pretty much anything entertaining. Part of it, I'm sure, is just experience. Like, that's part of the reason, like, I want to just be streaming, even if I'm not making a bunch of great content or doing super well. Like, it takes practice and experience to improve at those things, so I'm never gonna get better if I don't keep, you know, making an attempt at it. So I might as well. What are we upgrading here? Let's just get as much XP as possible. But yeah, seeing Vesper, like, he recently did his first song cover as well, and it's definitely something that I believe was out of his comfort zone. So it's just inspiring to see someone like pursue those things so seriously. What are we looking for here? We have the Uber sheep, and I'm just not finding the other items. Whatever. We'll pick up the X potato. Pick up a funny item. Yeah, so Vesper, like I said, he was definitely a Hollow Star I followed the closest. The VTuber that I like most look towards as like, okay, if he can do it, I think I have a chance. I need to try. Like, you can achieve your dreams if only you try, but you'll never know if you don't put yourself out there. So yeah, I'm sad to see him go. I mean, he's still, just the fact that he got there in the first place, though, like, still very inspiring. I think it's the lava bucket, yeah. That is what we need, right? I really hope I didn't mix that up, but... yeah. Yep, lava bucket. Welcome back. Again. Yeah, so Vesper is inspiring. I'll definitely miss him, as part of Hololive specifically. It's just, yeah, it's so saddening to see, man. Especially, it was right before their first anniversary as a group, which is so tragic. I also, yeah, I feel bad, of course, for Altair, Axel, and the rest of the dudes. Wonder just how much they knew about it or knew to prepare. But it didn't sound like they knew that much from what they were saying, sadly. But oh well, you know, this stuff happens. I've seen a lot of VTubers graduate, move on to other things. What even can we merge this with, by the way? Music note, bomb. That's it. Okay. So yeah, I feel bad for them, but I've seen a bunch of VTubers graduate. Like, it'll be fine, but this is definitely the first one that has so closely impacted a creator that I followed. Which, yeah, there's been a ton of major graduations here among the big, like, corporate VTubers. It's unfortunate. ones like other ones this year, like Nina Kosaka and Mr. Rios from Niji Sanji graduated. I know there were more, right? Those were probably the ones I heard about the most. And yeah, it's like a lot of them I'd watched clips of and stuff, but like Vesper, I followed everything he did. I should have used the eliminate function again. I keep forgetting that it's a thing. Anyway, thanks if you're just chilling, listening to me ramble. It is part of the reason I wanted to stream today, was, you know, just to talk about that stuff. It is funny just how much content creators nowadays do impact us on a personal level. Like, you don't want to, you know, elevate it too much. Like, you don't want to put them too much on a pedestal, or, you know, parasocial relationships, all that. Like, you don't want to become reliant upon them, but it really is just so much of our day is consuming content that, like, you really are impacted by the people you watch a lot. And they're impacted by you, I'm sure. Like, it's been entertaining. One of the people I follow a lot, or one group that I follow a lot, is the Trash Taste podcast. They have a podcast in Japan that talks about just, you know, life stuff, anime, and general Japan topics. And it's been interesting to see over the past few years, because I believe they started their podcast like right towards the beginning of COVID. It's been interesting to see their growth as individuals, because they talk about so much. Like, they have a show every single week, and especially the person I follow closest in that group is CDogVA, and he, I feel, has like majorly grown and like changed his view on things over the course of it. And as a viewer, like, you see that stuff and you really are influenced quite a bit. You know, it's just interesting to think about. More and more people are just really spending a bunch of time watching their favorite content creators. And of course, yeah, if you enjoy them, watch them so much, like, yeah, it's gonna rub off on you easily. I don't really want any of those, so we're just gonna skip. We really are not getting the sort of drops we want, are we? Maybe I could have taken Holu just for it being entertaining. I don't know, it might have been too difficult. Yeah. Okayu, her character here seems okay. Not crazy, but I guess the biggest thing is like all the extra food. I wonder if there's more like food synergy stuff that I'm not like catching on to. Let's enchant before I forget. Hit rate, huh? I really don't know what that stat ends up doing at all. Like, because I don't think I have a chance to miss. Like, what is hit rate? Is it like how quickly the ability procs? Because this one's like a DPS thing. Like a damage over time effect. So like, is each tick, does it become faster because of hit rate? I don't know. Because in my mind, hit rate just goes straight to accuracy. yeah, it really, like, just seeing this game too, like, created by fans. It's not even monetized, which is wild to me. Also, another inspiring thing. That's part of why I like the VTuber community so much. Is there's just so many people going after like their dreams and doing creative endeavors. It's really inspiring just to see so many people pursue their dreams, pursue their interests, and continually try to improve. Oh, there's one of the bosses. Evade quickly! Yeah, in my mind though, VTubers definitely like... It's crazy how much my interests like all combine together into the Vtuber sphere. I don't really want that. Yeah, we aren't doing that. Cause yeah, like, you know, anime characters, I love anime. Shocking. Most of them do gaming content. I'm a video game addict. I'm pretty skilled at them, I would say. What else we grabbing here? More lava. Yeah, I used to... I was initially trying to be an art major when I went to university. And like so many of them are artists or like try to make art. And then like music is super, it's incredible how many of them are musically talented. And even if they aren't inherently like great from the get-go, a lot of them practice and train to be better like stage performers / music creators. And that's just so interesting to me. Yeah. Oh, it would be the dream, man. It's wild. And that's part of why, like, Vesper specifically was so inspiring to me. Because it felt like he was just a dude, and he was like an older guy that, he made it. He made it into Hollow, and he was doing the dream. And if he can, like, who says that you can't? Like, no one. Like, he's proof that you can attain those dreams, man. Just go out, do them, attain them. That easy. Okay, it's not just that easy, but you get the idea. Like, you aren't going to improve, aren't going to achieve those dreams unless you go out there and try. And like so much of what I end up doing in my free time, like I just get on and play some game mindlessly. No real end goal in mind, which is fine. But like then I feel like I never have any time. So why can't I just put that time into something else like this? Alarm going off. Okay. These games really are entertaining. Like it's so engrossing, I guess. But I guess once you beat most of the levels, it does start feeling a bit monotonous at times. It's just the genre of the game. I do feel like this one, more than any other, has so much more depth and heart. And like, it's so good. It's such a good game. Really, like, major props to the devs. lovely game. But I do think I see why, I do think it's a good stream game, because it gives you time to look over at chat and respond to people. Sadly, I don't have the viewership to really do that. That's one thing I wonder, like, I know I can game. I'm a good gamer. I'm a good, that's it. That's it. I can game. That's it. That's my only positive trait is bad name. But no, I can narrate my thoughts really well, I think, on strategy in games. Especially like a game I know super well like Dead by Daylight. I feel very confident in streaming those things and explaining what I'm doing and my decision making there. What else are we picking up here? I don't really want any of these, dude. Well, we have to pick one of them though. Sausage. Let's go. Okay, whatever. We'll take Halu. Terrible idea, by the way. Things are just gonna get harder and harder and harder. But I don't know if I've done the mission involving maxing out Halu before. So we'll try. Okay, that's what I wanted. Good. Oh yeah, but one thing sadly I don't know how good I am for streaming is whether or not I'm able to infinitely banter with chat, and it's kind of hard to tell when you don't have like people there to respond to, because a lot of what many big streamers do is just bouncing off chat, responding to them, looking to them for new topics. So I kind of just, you know, ramble about whatever's on my mind currently. Hopefully that's fine. I think I do a passable job at it. Got an anvil, nice. Get ready. What else we got here? Size cooldown. Crit damage. It's just kind of weird that there's a crit damage buff for like 10%, when I'm pretty sure there's just a flat damage buff for 15%. So like, wouldn't the flat damage buff always be better? I don't know, maybe with how the multipliers, that's not quite how it works, but alas, I do not know. We're doing pretty well. This is the part of this level that I think was the most intense usually, when all these guys come out and like, I just remember them being like relatively hard to kill. So we're doing pretty well here. Yeah, I really should go and check just how many achievements I have left. Because I would like to 100% achievements in this game, but at the same time, that might be a lot of a lot of time, a lot of effort. Which, yeah, the game's super compelling, especially like at the beginning. Like I could not stop playing when I started up the game the first time a few days ago. Like addictive, very, very good. But it does become a little bit like now that we've beat the final level available, from there on, what are you doing? Like, you're just trying to earn gold, you're just trying to completionist sort of thing, but you aren't seeing any new content. So that's, these games, like, they're super compelling for the first 10 hours, 10 plus hours. I don't know, I really should check how long I have played the game now. It might be longer than that, honestly. Like, the matches being 20 minutes apiece often, like, it burns time faster than you realize. And their music's so good, man. But yeah, once you've cleared most things out, it's like, yeah, there's no new gameplay experience left. Just collection, like, completion of stuff, which I do feel some drive to do. But it really depends, like, just how grindy that is. Because I feel like I might need to play the game. I basically feel like I've beaten the content in the game now. So if completing all achievements takes 5 times longer than beating the base game, like that's a lot. It's a big ask for me. But I mean, I'm glad that like those achievements are there, because if I am incredibly into just the what's called the gameplay cycle, giving people more stuff to do is great. Like, just for people like Kyla, one of the people I follow, Coefficient, I know he was doing like a bunch of streams this week to try and reach all achievements completed, and I believe he did. He did succeed in that challenge. So yeah, for people that are like super into the game, like I very much appreciate a game that'll give you enough content to continually do like that. I mean, that's one of the things that keeps me going in Dead by Daylight is all the tome missions. Like, all it gets me is a little bit of blood points that unlock pretty much nothing for myself at this point. It just makes numbers go up. But having those missions to do, like, it still drives me to... Like, it breaks up the monotony a little, because it gives you something to work towards. So having those systems in a game is, like, an excellent thing. I'm just not sure if it'll keep me invested the whole time. I think, yeah, this is what we want. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we have a relatively strong build here. So, oh, I might have accidentally clicked my special. Yep, I did. Run through them all, let's go! Perish, everyone. Okay, it's over. It is kind of a short ability compared to some of the others, but when its effect is insta-kill all non-boss enemies that you run into, like, that is very, very strong. So I understand why they would keep its power level lower. Ooh, that's not good. I just realized that we are nearing the 20-minute point, and I don't think I'll be able to max out Hollow like I wanted. I should have been focusing on it if I wanted to complete it. That feels bad. Maybe we can. It's just 2 more levels. Like, if we can. The special's almost up, which is good. Offer ourselves a little bit of safety. One more. Having the double level up items is so good, man. Like, you're not reaching levels much above 50 unless you have that combo. Don't do it. But I wanna. Okay. Well, here we go. Max powered up Achon is about to show up and beat us up. I am concerned. Hello, how's it going? Avoid all the bullets, please. This boss, I feel like, was actually one of the ones I died to the most. Just because, like, she'd end up running into me. And I would just get totally bodied by a bunch of the projectiles back to back to back and hit by her. So, like, I need to be kind of cautious, even though it's like only like that. I almost ran directly into her and multiple projectiles. So yeah, I definitely need to remain cautious, even though it's an early level. And there we go. Got the Mogu Mogu achievement. We didn't get anything for Halu, so I think I've already done that one. Going full Halu. Achievements right here. I haven't actually looked into this, so let's see, what all do we have? Clear a stage in time mode. I didn't know that was a thing. Have a lot of coins. Okay, so I'd have to not spend. What? Deal over 10,000 damage in one attack. Who can do that? Like, would it have to be a Bale's double crit thing? Or what? I feel like there's probably a specific character that probably has abilities that really works into this one. What? Clear a game of stage mode without moving? I mean, I guess once we fully level up, the very first level is probably simple enough that we, especially like certain characters, if you are able to level them up, like, but how would you level, like, because stuff would have to die almost on top of you. That's something. Pet Bubba. Oh, there's a Pet Bubba option. Drop a super item. Ow, what? What does this mean? You can drop items? What does this mean? Clear a stage in hardcore. Clear with only your main weapon. Survived to 30 minutes with Holo level 5. Okay, so doing a normal stage does not give us that achievement because it only goes 20 minutes. We would have to instead do endless mode with Holo to level 5. Okay. Defeat a 10 or 20 minute boss in under 10 seconds. I'm surprised we haven't gotten that, because I feel like I've been incredibly powerful. Especially the 10-minute one. I feel like if you have Bales, like her ability just throws out so much damage at once. Like if you're ready for that, you could one-shot that. Level up 5 times in a row in 1 second. Huh. So probably you have like a ridiculous amount of XP on the ground and you pick up the XP gathering crystal. Complete the armory. We haven't done that. What? Watch the credits to the end. Okay, we can do that. Watch the TV for 10 seconds. Annoy another member. Harvest a plant. Catch a shiny fish. Cook a dish. This is a lot of the Hollow House stuff. First, we'll go for this achievement. Before I forget. Ooh, Doodle was part of this. I've definitely seen his stuff a decent amount. Actually, I want to go back and pay attention from the beginning. Yeah, okay, Doodle, I know. Potato. Trying to see if there's anyone else ooh, Patterns. I know Patterns. Really liked their music. That makes sense then, that some of these remixes were, yeah, it's so good, man. There's the Myth or Treat song that they redid that I was talking about earlier. I mean, they're all Hololive songs. It's just, it's so impressive, man. Like, I can't handle how good. Ooh, Wolfie, 2 snacks. People Boy, I recognize a bunch of these people. But the Holo community is just so inspiring, both for the content creators and the fans, like how much they put in and do. So I'd really like to, I need to pursue my creative endeavors more. There we go. Achievement acquired. And here's the Hollow House thing. Hello. Oh, I guess we can go over and collect the stuff. What else can we buy here? Like, we want to just get more dirt, obviously, so that we can actually plant things. I'm trying to get like the ones that I actually follow the closest. I'm trying to make a group of like just myself. Yeah, let's feed him. We only have one potato. What? Weak. And one wheat. Cringe. We need more potatoes than wheat. I do want to get around to following more like indie smaller VTuber creators. Because I do mostly just follow the big live talents, are the ones I like really closely follow. A few other VTubers that I really enjoy watching. Iron Mouse is such a huge inspiration. Like, it's incredible how much she's done after all she's gone through. Oh, how did my phone fall asleep? And Onigiri is another one I follow. She does like cooking videos. Really good. Enjoy her stuff a lot. Feel like I'm probably forgetting a couple, but yeah, it's just, man, it's so saddening. Like, I don't want to be too much of a downer about it, but yeah, Vesper, no, my boy, he was just a little guy. But hey, what can you do? Like I said, him getting there in the first place, like, it's still a major inspiration. Like, I'm sure he probably moved on because like, it was probably just because it was a better deal for him. He didn't, it wasn't worth him to continue. I don't know if it was a contract dispute or something, is the only real guess I can have. I don't want to, you know, speculate too much, but just with what was released on how it's like it was seemingly their choice, my guess is that him and Bagni were just not satisfied with the contract, and renegotiations did not work out. But he had a year as part of Hollow Stars, and did a very good job in that time. So yeah, like, even if he's moving on to other stuff, I can still use him as an inspiration. It really was like the one that I most listened to, like, at work though. It was, I think it's one of those things where I envy his ability to just talk about and storytell and be so entertaining. That's one of the skills I most wish that I could gain. I don't know if part of it is like, hey, he's had a hell of a life. Like, he has just this huge arsenal of stuff to tell. I know he was maybe worried of running out of those things, but like, even when it was a mundane story, like, still very entertaining to listen to. Kind of makes me think of Northern Lion is another streamer that I've followed a little bit here and there. Like, there was a time where I watched a... Ah, that feels bad. I was not ready. There was a time where I followed a bunch of his Super Auto Pets content and watched, like, you know, the videos regularly. Nowadays, though, I mostly just watch, like, highlight clips, but being able to banter like him or Vesper is, like, such a desirable trait. And who knows, like, Yeah, you just have to try though. Like, I feel like I'm not that great at it now, but how am I supposed to improve if I don't try? So I might as well. There's a bunch of, yeah, just getting better at speaking. Like, it's mostly practice and feeling good about things like that. So. Of course, a huge thing is that it's kind of hard without, you know, feedback from the other side. I do, like I said, it's so hard for me to really know, like, could I be a great streamer? Like, so many that I watch, a bunch of what they're doing is just responding to chat or directly fed off of chat. So how do I emulate that? I guess I just have to keep trying without that and be entertaining on my own. Oh no, my greatest weakness, being entertaining. And yeah, I really just need to make some videos to promote myself. Because otherwise, yeah, how are you supposed to build up the following if you're not doing that? I'm sure it works for some people, but unless I try everything, you know, I can't truly say that I gave it my best shot. God, the music is so good, man. I don't know, I am... This game, like I said, it's a creative, it's a fan game. And it's wild to me that, like, quality-wise, this is so much better than a lot of actually, like, funded studio games. It does, honestly, I wish they would be allowed to or be willing to take money for it. Because it really is so good. Oh, how does that take that long? That had to be such a good thing. Yeah, that's another thing I need to work on, is being able to play games while talking. Like, without... That was definitely a distraction there, but... God, if that was a shiny, that might have been a shiny. Otherwise, like, why was it so difficult to pull? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but yeah, the creator, like, he's not even, doesn't want to put up a Patreon or anything. He said he has enough money, which is wild. Like, I mean, I'm glad that they're able to make such an amazing game purely out of, you know, to give back to Hololive, to just do their best as creators. It's another thing that's, like, very impressive, very inspiring. Let's see. Yeah, but it's just one of those things, like, seeing them do such an amazing job on this game makes me wish they were allowed to or willing to take payment for it, because this, like, they deserve it. Oh well, that's enough on that. Like, if they aren't wanting to be paid, like, I'll, you know, what's it called? Respect their decision. Plus, who knows, it may make it feel more like work to, like, improve the game if you're getting paid for it, and whereas if you're doing for a hobby, it's probably more gratifying. It is funny, I've heard the game has blown up outside of like the VTuber circle even a bit, which is cool. Oh, it was so funny seeing memes about how on Steam, Holocure had more concurrent players than Overwatch 2. So hilarious. Yeah. I mean, I know obviously that's not the full picture. Most Overwatch 2 players play on Battle.net, but it's just such a funny juxtaposition to see. Yeah, this really is pretty relaxing. I see why Fauna stayed on this. She started a stream, played like one level, and then she checked out the Hollow House, stayed there for like 2 hours the rest of the time. It would be like the perfect thing for like a Zatsu, if you did have like people to bounce off of. But I don't, so I should stop complaining. What else? Anime. I need to watch more anime again. I go through cycles where I'm following a bunch of stuff, following nothing, yada yada. I did start Gundam Witch, maybe a month ago now. I don't know, man. Only watched the prequel, like, episode 0, but it was so good. I really need to watch more Gundam Witch. The vending machine isekai, sadly, I was not feeling that one. I watched 3 whole episodes of that. Isekai is like... what's it called? It's like a junk food, like a guilty pleasure. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a major guilty pleasure genre for me. Absolutely. I like isekai way more than I probably should. I see a new isekai manga, I'll try it. Like, no matter how bad it looks, as long as it's not like super ecchi, I'll check it out. So I was like, the vending machine isekai just sounded so dumb that I was really hoping I would enjoy it. Like, just dumb fun, pointless, stupid. But sadly, I wasn't. I didn't really like it that much. But one thing that is really exciting is, I believe a new visual came out for Frieren at Journey's End. It's a manga becoming an anime that follows an elven mage who was part of the hero's party that, like, slayed the Demon King. But then this story takes place, like, 50 years later, or maybe longer than that. After, because elves are long-lived, she's, like, outliving the rest of her party. So it's her journey, like, way after they beat the Demon King and everything else. Without her party anymore. And it's a really compelling story that I enjoy a ton. Honestly, one of my favorite, manga, period. It's just so good. So getting an anime for it now is, like, incredibly exciting. Of course, another one coming up before too long is Delicious in Dungeon. That's another one of my favorites. Okay, we need tomato, apparently. And I think that starts at the very beginning of next year, so like in January. Which is by what? And tomato, right? Yeah, so those are 2 series that are coming out soon that are based on some of my favorite manga series. So I'm really, really hoping that they do well. Plus, they're done by studios that have a really good track record. So I'm so excited for those. I'll definitely be getting back into anime to watch that. Very fun stuff. Very fun. Any other series to talk about? Oh yeah, I did watch, I think, about 5 episodes of Zom 100. It's a zombie, into the world, like, zombie series. Let's go up here. I want to be out of the way of everyone else walking up. But yeah, so, like, zombies are taking over. And the main character was just so burnt out at his job that he was being, like, horribly exploited at, that when zombies are destroying the world, instead of being sad, he feels freed because he no longer has to go into work. So, like, the zombie apocalypse was a literal better option for him than going back and suffering through the workday. And so, like, he ends up being like, okay, what am I gonna do now that it's the zombie apocalypse? What do I feel like doing with the rest of my life here? And he ends up making a list of like 100 things he wants to do before he gets turned into a zombie. So yeah, that's the premise, and it's been very entertaining just far. I think I was 5 episodes in, maybe only 4, but yeah, that was probably my favorite one. That it suddenly got so much harder. I need to be ready for that. Like, I'm not prepared. Not skillful enough. Atlantean Rod. Okay, there's still a good way to go, though. Yeah, so what was I on about? Anime. Zom 100. Yeah, Zom 100, super good, like I said. Definitely the anime that I saw this season that I was the most entertained by. Looks like our tomatoes are finished growing now, so we're gonna head over there and pick up that. But yeah, if you're interested in a comedy series or like zombie series, I definitely recommend that one. I need to get back into it. I do want to make videos or like a stream just on my thoughts on the anime season. I talked earlier about how I follow Trash Taste, and one of their members, Garnt, aka Giguk, he does like seasonal reviews of what he's going to be watching, and like his thoughts on, is this worth watching, what did I think of it, yada yada. That is something I'd really like to do at some point, because anime, I have so many thoughts on anime. Honestly, that's one of the reasons that like VTubing is so compelling to me. Like, it combines so many of my interests. Anime, music is interesting, art, gaming, streaming in general. Like, I've just, there's so many streamers that I like following. Okay, we've been here at the Hollow House for a bit now. I can see how how easy it is to just shut off your mind and do those monotonous gathering sort of tasks. That's why people probably like games like Stardew Valley so much. Let's do one final run here before leaving for the night. That'll leave us right around 2 hours. We already did finish the level earlier with Fauna, so let's see, who do you want to try now? I don't think I've gotten... No, I did play Corone. I haven't played Sora before, though. Let's just try Sora. See what she ends up having. Okay, we have a star that we're throwing at people. Very nice. Okay. Oh, goodness. God, the start of this level is, like, just kind of rough. Because there's so many enemies. So this is kind of concerning that, things aren't dying when we've already leveled this up twice. Evade, evade! Yeah, the very start of this is hard. I really want the nurse's horn. Like, we want sustain. The other thing I might take early would be, like, the move speed option. But yeah, when we don't have that much damage, though, it's just very scary to not go straight for the weapon upgrades. God, the music is so good. Like, I really do like a lot of Hololive music. What was it? Oh, does that actually apply to our main weapon? If we get another star off this. Yeah, baby! That's wild. Okay, when receiving any healing, targets with 100 pixels are also healed, taking damage where X is double the heal. Wow. Actually, the healing horn was incredibly good for her, because it can turn our healing into reflected damage on people. I'm still gonna currently just go for the base weapon upgrade, because we want to keep our options open. Like, we don't want that skill to constantly show up when we're still looking for good weapons. Okay, there we go. Maxed out. Run straight through the bombs so that we won't get hit by the explosions. Let's see. After taking such a long break from streaming, I really am finding that I am struggling more to keep track of what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about, like, Garnt, Giguk. Oh, that's so good, the researcher's code. Yeah, I do follow Giguk closely. I really like his seasonal anime lists, where he talks about just his thoughts on stuff coming out. And that is something I would want to try to do. There's so many things I want to try to do with streaming. Yeah, we'll take it for now. Just that flat damage is good. Chance to mark target. Marked targets receive more damage, and a chance to heal when defeated. I'm liking her abilities thus far. I guess it makes sense that her weapon was a little weak to start when her abilities seem very good. But yeah, Garnt, like, I really like his content. And there's just a lot of different things I'd like to try with streaming that it's just hard to do when you're working full time. To set up all that stuff, but I really should stop complaining and just do it. Yeah, let's take that. We'll try to make, like, the fire breath item, I think. Oh yes, the move speed. I've told you so much about how important move speed can be on these levels. But yeah, just the sort of content that I would like to try is, like I said, Garnt's sort of anime and review stuff, seasonally. And Onigiri is a VTuber. Would I say I'd say she's an indie creator. Like, she currently has a company she works with, but she still, I think, manages pretty much all of her own content. Yeah, she does, like, cooking streams. And most VTuber cooking streams are, like, really bare bones. But hers is, like, fully in-depth. Like, she has, like, collabs where she brings someone onto the stream, and they will provide the recipe, and then she does the cooking. And she has her model, like, overlaid over her actual body. She, like, green screens her body out. So, like, you're actually seeing her model like there above the food. Of course it's not like tracking perfectly or anything like that, but still, most VTubers don't go through that effort, honestly. What is her special ability here with the wings? Do the wings just damage people? I should have read what it does. Oh, does it bring in all the XP too? If so, that's kind of wild. But yeah, that's something I'd like to try though, is those sort of cooking streams. The issue is, like, that would actually take me purchasing, like, a good camera. And I'm not sure if my current cooking space is, like, large enough to set up with a camera. Like, it probably works much better with a central... Oh, is that what I'm looking for? Is the glow stick? No, I'm looking for the fan beam. But I think it'd work much better with a... like central table island for just because like you can't put the camera inside the wall. Like if you're trying to do, oh goodness, I'm slow, I think. If you're trying to do cooking content, pick this up, and your camera is like right next to the wall, like you can't zoom it back anymore. Like if you're trying to work off of a kitchen counter, it is up against the wall, so... like, definitely something I want to try. It just sounds really difficult, sadly. Any of these that we will not want for real... I don't think I've found much consistent use for the bounce ball, so we're going to get rid of that. Fan beam, let's go. That's what we were finally looking for. And we're on track. The next most important thing to try and find is the, like, gorilla paws or whatever it's called. It's Kanata's, like, damage buffing item. Because that should let us get our super collab that we want. Do we want the revive? We kind of do, but I think other stuff is a higher priority right now. I need to be able to sustain, and then like the revive is the last thing you want to grab, because if I have to revive before the final boss, like I'm already losing, man. I wouldn't be strong enough to deal with them. Oh yeah, but back to the cooking stuff. I'd like to try that. Like maybe I can still set up, like maybe I could borrow my brother's camera one time to try and do it. He has a GoPro. But yeah, it's just something I'd have to test out more. And like I said, I'd have to see if it's even possible with my current kitchen setup. Do I want more anvils? Do I want the revive? This is kind of a hard choice. I don't think I want the Ian Curse. What does it build into again? I guess the Bone Bros is pretty good. That's also pretty good. We'll go Ian Curse. Like, the fact that we already have our two weapons that we were looking for, like, we can start building out another one. I feel kind of strong right now. I definitely spoke too soon. I don't feel that strong, but I feel like I have a lot of the base materials I need to become strong later. But yeah, with our healing gets transferred to damage, like any healing item actually, now that I think of it, is probably better than it normally would be. We could find like Uber Sheep or something, like maybe that would even be a better final collab to work towards. Kite, keep kiting, I believe. What else? Who else as a content creator makes me really want to try and pursue that content? Oh, I guess totally different audience, but Dead by Daylight is one of the games I have streamed the most, and it is my current go-to like semi-competitive multiplayer game that I just kind of grind away at for months at a time. Well, I always have like one of those games that I just kind of keep grinding. And there's a content creator named Darva in that community, and he just does such a good job at like explaining his thoughts on why he does things in gameplay. He also does tier lists on like what character he thinks is the best. He just explains every aspect of the game, and he'll literally have, I think he released like a 9-hour video today or something ridiculous that goes over every single perk in the game, or add-on, killer add-on in the game. I could be wrong. It could be like 3 hours. Let me check. I don't want to be inaccurate on this. This is very important data. Where are you at, Otstarva? Yeah, okay, it really was 9.5 hours. But he did a 9.5 hour video of a tier list of every killer's, what am I taking? Of every killer's add-ons. So basically just super in-depth, very informative videos. So yeah, I love that stuff. I really should try and do something similar at some point. Like, I probably wouldn't go as like extreme to be that long of a video. But like if I could get into different games just enough to where I can deeply understand how it works and provide like a quick pseudo guide. Let's take more. I'm really learning the value of defensive items here, especially against such a scary final boss, so I'm gonna pick that up. But like maybe if I just play games just enough to get good at them and then give a breakdown of how to get into it and what I think a general strategy would be, like that'd be entertaining. All this stuff though, it's like I'm talking about videos this, videos that. I just need to sit down and make the videos, man. I've only made like 2 gameplay videos for Dead by Daylight. And I mean every YouTube creator that I hear of, it's like, and streamer, they're like, just get started. You're gonna mess up. Just do it. Just make the stuff and then improve from there. But I just, yeah. I can talk about it all I want, but until I actually do it, like... Okay, this is actually one of my favorite... oops. Sorry for bumping that. One of my favorite stickers in the game. We're gonna switch out this. But this marks the first target hit, and very often this mark will end up on the boss. And that marked target will receive a % damage of what you inflict on other targets. So once the boss gets marked, all your AoE damage being dealt to everyone is going to additionally redirect into the boss. So I think it's like a really powerful effect, one of the best things you can go for. I think it's just the best like flat damage, because what you're worried about is always killing the boss more than the mobs. Let's see. Oh yeah, food. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, let's just get more move speed. Move speed is great. There we go. Okay, we have most of the basis for stuff. Now we have to look for... Ooh, I just realized. Yeah, we really need to get the Gorilla Gloves if we want to upgrade that. I should have just taken that. No, I'm dumb. I should have taken the lava bucket and we could have... Whatever. Focus up. There's a lot of decisions to be made. Like, oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, she also heals from that? That's so good. That's so good. I don't like any of these. I haven't really taken that, but I don't like it. We can't re-roll either, no. Okay, we're taking it. Like I said, I want a bunch of defensive items because the final bosses scare me. But yeah, I do like how much build variety there can be in this game. And as they add more and more characters and more weapons, there's just going to be more and more decisions to be made. I never liked the plushie. Screw it. Now, we are looking for a passive item to upgrade either the spider cooking or the like flame breath we already have. So those items would be either the Uber sheep or the gorilla gloves. Can't do like, okay, no, we're doing this. That's what we're doing. Reduce attack and defense. Yeah, all this stuff I think is good that we have now. I guess that would have given us like even more extra healing, so maybe I should have done it. She synergizes as well with healing. I don't know, man. A lot of like marginal decisions to be made here. I got too rambly. No, I didn't finish any of my thoughts for the last like minute. Oh god. No. I'm getting stuck on things. I can't see. Oh no. Yeah, this defensive stuff is definitely helping though. Like, it's covering for my... Oh my goodness. Major misplays. RGB stamp. What are we strengthening now? I think the projectile stamp. Okay, this is pretty scary, having the Hachima and the Subaru duck thing. Very scary. Oh goodness, please. The fact that we have so much extra healing is very helpful here. I don't know how you would manage to beat this without the move speed that we have. Move speed is massive, like hugely impactful stat. Wait, yeah, okay. Yeah, we have the level 3 soda, so. Okay, there's like a dropped item over there. I'm not sure if the Suba duck perished. I think so. Oh, no, she didn't die yet. Uber sheep. There we go. So yeah, because she synergizes so well with healing, the super collab with Uber sheep and the elite cooking is probably what we want, because it does a bunch of extra like healing where you're standing. So now I'm not sure what to merge our Ian Curse with. Odds are we'll want to pick up like cutting board if we see it. So I suppose this all hinges on if we are even able to max out everything we have currently, which is ambitious. Like, we do thankfully have the researcher's coat. Gosh, I don't like that. Yeah, she seems pretty strong though. I'm glad we tried this character. What are we picking up now? Oh, there's cutting board. Do I grab it? No, we don't want to split our focus too much. We want to make sure everything else works out. Like, I think Ian Curse is a debuff effect anyway, so it's fine as its like own ability. You don't need to rush to merge it into a collab. Myth or treat. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, you can see the boss right now is marked, so it's just taking a bunch of extra ambient damage from all our AoE effects. Really like that stamp. And he's already dead. Yeah, I am trying to focus on leveling the cooking in the fire bucket, because that's our most important thing. We're about to hit level 50, so once we do get the collab, it'll immediately be able to become the super collab. I do think I'm slower than... Yeah, because Fauna had bonus speed just from her base kit. I don't think Sora actually has any base speed buffs. So that does make me kind of concerned for the final bosses, that we might not be able to kite them nearly as easily as we did last time. Just run straight through them. Oh goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of times in these sort of games where you just have to be able to evaluate, like, okay, it's too much of a risk to keep standing here. Let's just run through the wall of enemies. The very, very common choice that you'll have to make. Oh, there's the golden hammer. Oh no. I got stuck. Hopefully, I don't think there's any like huge boss coming up really soon that we needed that for, so hopefully we're fine. I do really like the abilities that offer some form of safety and aren't just damage. Because it's like a panic button. You don't have to use it preemptively, you use it reactively. I miss my boy Vesper, man. I'm just gonna keep saying it. One thing I do actually really want to look into more. I just way prefer YouTube as a streaming service personally over Twitch. A big thing is like not having to deal with ads as much. Like I have YouTube Premium, so that's part of it. But like Twitch, like putting an ad in front of every freaking video was like every stream you try to join was very frustrating to me. And like I mostly prefer watching video content anyway, so that's why I prefer to just stick on YouTube. But I really want to look out there more for finding just who exactly. Okay, 1 second. I want to find other YouTube Vtubers that like are in English, because I don't think it's quite as popular. Like another thing is like cover the big Vtubers I follow are on YouTube primarily. So that's another reason why I like it. But like the small Vtubers, I really don't see that many. I do need to watch more. There's some guy, I think his name was Johnkin Palm. Pretty funny, or Johnkin Palm. Like based on, you know, rock, paper, scissors in Japanese is Johnkin Palm. With the play on that. But Altair had shouted him out on a couple, like at least one or two times. And I checked into him more. He recently got a YouTube partnership, so I want to try to watch some of his stuff more. I know he's done some like figure unboxing videos and stuff like that, and a lot of this, a lot of Holocure, I think. But I just want to like, I want to see more examples out there of adult guys that are calmer, more down to earth. Because that's a huge part for me, like, streamers as a whole. You know, you have those really over-the-top reactionary creators that are giga popular. Back in the day, I would mention, like, Tyler One comes to mind. You know, big rage moments. Nowadays, it's like XQC, I think, is a big one. And that just doesn't vibe with me personally. Like, I don't like those over-the-top reactions. I want a more down-to-earth, more gameplay-oriented creator. And that's part of why I like Vesper as well. Like, he had his, like, unhinged bits. It's... everyone does. But as a whole, he was, like, reasonable and down-to-earth. And an older guy with a lot of life experience. So yeah, I wanna find more people like that in the space. There we go. We got our big super collab. So we're gonna get big. Oh, how did I lose all this health? What just happened? But now we have like big damaging slash healing zones on the ground, which should help us a decent amount. Oh, there we go. Button board. Honestly, I might try this one now, because I think most of our damage isn't coming from the stars. So we're gonna switch over to this. Like, normally I don't like that one much, but I really think most of our damage is coming from skills and other abilities now. It's not the stars. Yeah, let's go face mask with really good damage boost. I don't think I was really waiting on any other item in particular. Oh, I guess the Kiara's Revived Feather might have been something that I should have considered holding out for, just in case we die a couple times on the final bosses. Because with the final boss of this being multiple people, like, as long as you're able to burst down one of them, it just becomes much... like, it becomes less and less threatening as you go along. But no, we're doing quite well here. If we actually manage to beat this level twice today, that's pretty crazy. When I was really struggling with it off stream. So that'll be a very happy result for us. Oh yeah, I was talking earlier about content I'd like to do. I do want to do a music cover at some point. Like, I keep putting it off. I need to just sit down and do it. First one I tried, it was so stupid. Like, it's like, Zerzan, what are you thinking? You don't have the range for that. Otto's Top Musica. If you've heard that, it was like in the One Piece film, and Otto is like, first off, female singer with an insane range. Nothing close to my sort of range. Like, I can't hold a candle to that, man. Like, why would I think, oh, I want to cover that insanely difficult, insanely out of my range song first? Like, okay, that was dumb. But hey, at least I gotta like mess around with the programs and whatnot. Use Reaper some. So it was interesting, but yeah, definitely not something I want to share with people. But I need to just sit down. One I really want to do is the JoJo, the original JoJo OP. Like, that's one that I think might actually be able to pull off. And I really do just want to, like, I think I mentioned earlier, Vesper, he, shortly before he left on the hiatus into graduation, like, he finished his first ever music cover. And, like, just seeing that is, like, so inspiring that he was out of his comfort zone, very much so, in trying to make that. Not something he had any experience with. Okay. Not something he had any experience with, but he still did a very good job, I thought. And that's one of the big things. Like I said, it's... Okay. Oh no. Oh gosh. Let's increase our speed. I don't care about anything else then. Okay, I'm gonna be silent for a moment. This is getting really challenging. I don't have nearly the level of defenses I had as Fauna, so I have to focus up. Oh, but seeing him create a cover without he being in his comfort zone is more inspiring to me than seeing, like... I mean, okay, Kali is, like, hugely inspiring as just crazy work ethic, like, incredible music creator, but that's, like, part of her brand. Like, she does, like, music is part of what she joined Hololive 4 with, but the people that were not experienced with it, but are still wanting to learn it and get better, Like, I find that more inspiring because I identify with it more. It's like, hey, like, if I actually trained and learned how to do this, like, maybe I could become a passable singer. I do really like music. It's just not an easy thing to just know how to do or find. Like, even looking into like resources to get better has been like very difficult to know like where to start. So seeing people that have no experience in it in Holo like get better and better as time goes on. A big example I'd give for that is Ina and Fauna. Like, I feel they've improved their singing a bunch in the last couple years here. We're actually going to win this. Very nice. Very happy with this. Being able to beat this twice today. As you can see, I'm taking move speed because I think that's like the thing that will give us the most survivability here. That's why I kept picking it up. Because you really need a certain level of speed on this level, I feel like. Super important. But yeah, seeing like Vesper or Regis Altair is another one that, like, he doesn't have experience with making music. Seeing them be able to do that is like very inspiring. Makes me hope that one day I can try and do the same. Like Ame, Amelia Watson in Hololive English first generation. Like, that's another one that you can just see how much her singing has improved over time. So yeah, it really just, that's the big thing of what Hololive has been for me, is just it's motivating to see people pursue these creative interests and do so well with it. Really makes you want to pursue your own interest that you may have given up. Ooh, none achievement get. I assume that's for clearing for the first time with her character, just any level. So yeah, nice, very nice. So we're about halfway through the overall roster for characters I've tried. Because I've done a couple of the characters down here, but yeah, we have now also beaten the, where's it at? The Halloween Castle level twice. So I guess I haven't tried it in endless mode. So maybe if I end up playing more of this on stream, maybe that's what we'll try, is endless mode Halloween Castle. And just trying out the rest of the characters, trying to collect more achievements. There really are so many achievements to get though. Oh, I was talking earlier, like, I wanted to check how much playtime I have on this game. 24.6 hours played. And like I said, I only picked up this game after the Steam release here really recently. I mean, I knew I'd love the game, but I wanted to like give it time. Oh wow, we're really close to getting the final speed buff. Let's do these though. But I knew I'd love it, so I just wanted to wait until there was maybe a bit more content. And now the game's like super filled out, has the Hollow House mode, has a bunch of achievements, has all the like endless level options. Like, really major props to the fan creators for this game, because it's got so much polish, so much heart. I really enjoy it. So, oh, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me though. Another 2-hour stream. That was my standard stream time back when I was streaming every single day. Let me switch over to my other screen. It's been a little while since we've been here. So yeah, I'm kind of back from my hiatus. As I said, I'm not going to be streaming every single day or every single weekday like I did for the first half of this year. With working full time and everything, I really, it was taking a lot for me to to do that every single day, and I do think things will pay off more if I try to work on editing video content. I know I keep saying that and I keep not coming out with videos, but it's the truth. I need to just sit down and do it. So yeah, I'll try to do that. But yeah, anyway, sad day, terrible day for Rain. With one of my Oshis, Vesper Noir, graduating from Hollow Stars today, but really, I don't know. We'll keep moving forward. Like I said, he's a big inspiration, and even after he's left, it's still inspiring that he got there to begin with. So we'll keep working on stuff. But yeah, thanks so much for stopping by. If you did, I see we had quite a few people stop by over the course of the stream, even if people didn't stay for too long. So thanks a bunch. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night. And I'll plan to see you all next time. Goodbye and farewell. And yeah, cherish your content creators while they are here. Cherish your Oshis. Goodbye.